Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tom Spark and welcome back to the video. Today we're going to be talking about my top recommended VPNs that are not based in the United States. Now there are a couple different reasons why you might not be wanting to use a VPN based in the United States. Historically, I haven't been one of those people telling you not to use VPNs based in the United States. Partly because some of the best VPNs used to be based in the United States, but since those VPNs have kind of gone downhill lately, I'm not going to specifically mention which ones, but if you're a viewer on the channel, I think you will know which one I'm talking about. Some of those VPNs are no longer updated hardly at all, banning people from subreddits. Some other VPNs out there that are based in the United States, I just don't recommend anymore. And for that reason, it's very easy for me to no longer recommend using a VPN based in the United States for those reasons alone. But if you're someone who's looking to use VPN outside the United States, it might be for a couple different reasons. One of the reasons could be the current state of the United States. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but the United States is kind of going downhill. It's kind of like a burning turd that just keeps getting bigger and bigger, like a burning turd snowball that's just getting bigger and bigger, and it's just eventually going to explode. Who knows what the hell is happening here anymore? Outside of that, though, lots of people just don't like to use VPNs based in the United States because simply for the fact that there's all this kind of history of US spy agencies. And in fact, the first thing that kind of happened that caused this huge VPN and privacy revolution is that Snowden leaked at how much the 5 and 14 were collecting data on pretty much everyone globally. US being the most powerful country at that time, having the most powerful spy network, that kind of got people really paranoid, and that's when VPNs started to go crazy. So nowadays you might be thinking, I need a VPN, but I don't want it based in the United States. I don't like where it's going. I don't like the past history of the spy surveillance and stuff like that. So I need a VPN that's based out in the United States. Which ones should I use? So that's what we're going to be discussing here in this video. I'm going to be running through my top 4 options. Actually, my top 4 VPNs here on the channel are not actually based in the United States. So this is a very easy video to make for me. So guys, number 1, we're going to be discussing NordVPN. Now for all these VPNs, I'll be putting discount links in the description down below. I'm not sponsored by any of these VPNs, but with most VPNs, they have affiliate programs for anyone to sign up with. And when you sign up with an affiliate program, you get special links and discounts. So I'll be putting those in the description down below. If you click on those links, you'll help support the channel and you'll get an extra month. If you click on those links without my link, you only get 3 extra months, but with mine, you get an extra one. So a small little benefit, but still a win. So number 1 on the list is NordVPN. It's on the top of my list right now. It's an objectively rated list, as you can see here on this data table with all the different categories and stuff like that. Why is NordVPN so good? Well, it's just a very robust VPN in terms of a lot of the things about it. But one of the other reasons why I recommend using NordVPN lately is from my extensive testing and analysis from some of these research studies I've conducted, is that NordVPN is by and far the fastest VPN, and it's only behind Surfshark in terms of value to speed ratio. So it's a good VPN just for speed. But it's also based kind of like I think it's based like in Panama legally, but most of the team and stuff like that are in Lithuania because it's owned by a company called Tesonet, who's like, it's basically like one of the biggest tech firms in Lithuania. So that is good to see. It's not based in the United States. So if that's something you're worried about, definitely a very strong option. The nice thing about NordVPN is they have different packages, but the main core package pretty much gives you everything you need for around $83 for 28 months. So that's a very, very good deal. So definitely a very solid VPN. I specifically like NordVPN because it has a cool meshnet feature built in, which is freely included, which basically means you can set up your own network, remote in and stuff like that for media server sharing and stuff like that. I've made tons of videos on that as well, so check that out. Next up, we have Surfshark. Now, Surfshark is another VPN, kind of sister company to NordVPN. It's actually kind of independently operated, but kind of owned by the similar companies. They kind of do their own thing, but yeah, like kind of share resources, I guess. Surfshark's even cheaper than Nord. Right now, it's $53 for 28 months. That's a really, really good deal. I don't think I've seen this cheap in a while. Definitely very solid. Surfshark is, like I said, on my research study, the best value proposition. It's slightly slower than NordVPN, but not hardly at all. And it's ranked number 2 on the tier list. It's just missing a couple features here and there, but for most people, you probably won't notice. If you want a SOC 5 proxy or open source Linux app, the meshnet feature, like I said, NordVPN is a little bit better there. Nord also has a password manager and storage options in the different bundles, where Surfshark's a little different. They have antivirus and Incogni, one of the top products here on the channel that I like to use. So this is definitely a very solid non-USA based VPN to check out. Now, Surfshark, I believe, is based in the Bridgeford Islands or something like that, or maybe even Panama. Let's double check here. Surfshark location actually might be like in the Netherlands, maybe. Let's see here. Surfshark is based in the Netherlands. Yeah. So they also have offices in Poland and Germany. So yeah, it's based in the Netherlands. That's definitely a cool place to, I would like to go there someday. Just putting that out there. Anyways, guys, though, next up is Hide.me, another favorite here on the channel. This one is a very, very good deal, maybe even a better deal than those last two options. $94 for a 3-year plan. So just a little bit more money and you get 3 years of it. The only downside is with Hide.me, it's not quite as fast as Surfshark and NordVPN, at least in my tests. It just doesn't perform quite as well. It's right behind them though too, a couple points behind. Still a very solid VPN, not as feature rich as NordVPN, but the development is still pretty fast here. Privacy is excellent. Really just the con is if you have really fast internet like me, like 1 gigabit per second, it's not gonna come anywhere close to Nord and Surfshark, but still a very, very good option and not one you see talked about that often. And this one is based in Malaysia, which actually has pretty good privacy laws. Lastly, we could talk about Proton VPN. Now, Proton VPN is the king of saying you should use VPN based in Switzerland. I don't think necessarily that is true, that it's really that superior to other places. But at the same time, for the purpose of this video, it is based outside the United States. So Proton is not quite as cheap as some of the other options here. It's around $86, pretty competitive with the NordVPN, but doesn't include MeshNet and some of those features I like. That said, you can get it for a year for $48, which actually I do think is a pretty good deal. So if you want to check out Proton, this one is open source, which is nice. It's not quite highly rated here on the channel. I don't really like the team as much behind this product, but objectively, it is a very strong VPN. Now, if you are one of those people who doesn't want to use a VPN because it's based in the United States, you don't like Trump and those kind of things, you might want to stay away from Proton though, because Proton has been caught kind of endorsing and kind of supporting some of the Republican policies lately. Let me just look that up really quick. It was kind of a big scandal. You can see from the title of this article alone, Proton VPN or Proton Mail, it's kind of like a sister company, but I mean, Andy and the people involved are kind of involved in all of them. Proton Mail says it's politically neutral while praising Republican Party. You can look up news articles about that if you want, but just something I thought I should mention since it is based, this video is talking about the US. Anyways, guys, thanks for the support. Check out my links in the description down below if you want to check out any of these non-USA based VPNs. Those links will give you discounts, extra months, and so forth, help support the channel, and continue to make videos just like these. Stay around on Tom Spark reviews for the next video.